Hey guys, welcome back to the Empty Thoughts podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
Sorry, we've been out for
For 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
but it was a necessary 2 weeks.
It was necessary, and then of course I was sick with a cold. Probably the last one of the school year.
It's crazy that we're even saying the end of the school year. Like, lots
Yeah.
to process right now in real time on the podcast, but
Yeah.
In this episode. But first, the first week that we were absent was because I went to go see a concert with my sister on the Sunday that
Yes.
we usually upload.
Yeah.
And you went to go spend the day with your sister.
Yeah.
Last week, you were sick.
Yeah.
We were going to upload midweek.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel. It was like, what's the point? Like, we're gonna dump so much into this episode that we're gonna be like bankrupt,
And then we won't have any
for
today. This episode. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't think that there's anybody like frothing at the mouth waiting for an episode. I don't think. I'm waiting for one of our episodes to drop, so it's okay. We can get away with missing a week or two here and there.
Yeah.
And also we're playing with like new. Because we do all of our own graphics, and all of like our own social media stuff and whatnot. Of course, I mean, like, we're just a small little podcast. Of course we do.
Yeah.
But like, we're just like kind of playing with like new logo ideas, like just like fonts and stuff. Like, we wanted just a change.
Yeah.
If you follow us on social media, you see like I'm literally kind of like there's no consistency really. I mean, like, there kind of is, but like, we don't have like brand colors or anything like that. And specifics. Like, in my mind, I see our podcast as like pastel pink, blue, and like yellow, like beautiful summer nights. Like, that's in my head what I see it as.
Right.
But I find myself using a lot of like poop green. I don't know why.
I know.
Just like, I don't know why. Just so like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. But I mean, I'm never gonna. My background's not in. Like, before the podcast, I have. The most extensive knowledge I have in like computer graphics and stuff was when I used to make pixel websites when I was like 12.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not like it's not my thing. We just use Canva Pro, which is amazing. We love it. And it's fun. Like, I actually enjoy doing it.
I know. I love using it. It's fun.
Yeah, like, I enjoy doing the social media and whatnot. It's just there's no consistency to it.
No, yeah.
There's really not, and that's okay.
Right.
We're just swinging it, but we're also like in real time, like, when we're just chatting off outside of the podcast, like, we're actually still sometimes talking about like just like new branding colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we do want to make it consistent. It's just like,
right.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to like, it feels like so permanent to like, to like just stick with one thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It feels really permanent. Like, and like almost like you're going to be held to a different standard. I don't know. It's just my mind tells me that. And like, I kind of like,
yeah, I got it.
I like just having like, right now, it's just like the weird, like the logo I made that we have now.
Right.
I made 2 years ago for free, like in the free version of it. So like, it looks like all busted and whatnot. But
yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, we have a lot to talk about this week. There's a lot of new music that has come out. A lot of new music that's coming out.
Yeah.
I went to go see a concert that was life-changing.
Right.
Just a lot's happened. Murphy had a tick. Like, just like a lot.
Oh, yes.
Just a lot. So I'm gonna pause to have a quick sip of water, because I mean, I don't drink alcohol.
Right.
I don't know why I'm mentioning that right now. Oh, you know what? Because I just celebrated 5 years of sobriety.
We're proud.
So, like, I'm just subconsciously, I guess, like, word vomiting right now, like the stuff that we're supposed to talk about on this.
And
week.
Just
this podcast.
Quickly, while he since he brought that up, we're two gay men in our 30s.
Me? Don't note me like that.
But I don't know. It's big. Don't you feel? I felt at times post pandemic that it's like, especially our age group, that there's so many more that have become sober too, like, over the years. None
of my friends.
I mean,
friends,
but there's
no friends anymore because they all drink.
But there are a lot that have. I mean, there's probably a lot that have taken it up too over the years. But like, it's in my mind, I feel like you also grow as you get older. But I also feel like that's the cool thing now. It's
I'm
cool
automatically. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
But also, like, it'd be nice if I see you every single weekend, like my close people. Like they're not my close friends anymore,
Yeah.
but like Sam and Amber and all these people that like I spent decades hanging out with.
Yeah.
And they just like drink and have all this like fun all the time, and I don't hear from them ever unless like they're just like.
Yeah.
Like I heard from Sam this morning, and she was asking me about a Roku, like advice on a Roku.
Yeah.
And it's like, like it's nice to hear from you when I do, but like also it's like I still exist. Like I would still like to hang out with you guys. Like just because I don't drink doesn't mean like I don't like to have fun.
I feel like there's sometimes people that are still stuck in that stage, especially in our age
and
group,
that's not even
that
what I'm
is
saying.
still stuck
That's
in
not
that.
even what I'm saying.
No,
I'm saying anyone's stuck in any sort of phase.
Right.
Like you can drink in your 30s and not be an immature.
Yeah.
And not be immature. That's not at all what I'm saying.
No, just stuck in that part. That like when we hang out, we drink. That's what we do. You know what I mean? Like
I guess, but like
to me, that's my 20s.
But they do drink. But like the thing is, like I can still.
You can do others, hang out and do other stuff.
They can still drink, and I can still do my own damn thing while they're drinking.
Yeah.
Like they're not just drinking, like they're socializing, they're going on wheelers, like they're doing all these things. Like they're not just drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, like I have willpower. I'm not gonna. I would never put myself in a situation where I thought it was gonna be tempted to drink.
No.
So I mean, like I know that I wouldn't be. Like I already know. Like I'm 5 years in.
Yeah.
And I am a lot. This year has brought a lot of reinsurance. Like right before Christmas, I was like pretty sure I was craving alcohol and stuff, but like thinking back, like I was just looking for an escape, and it didn't need to be alcohol.
No.
And I'm a lot more. I've done some digging this year that I've talked about so fucking much on this stupid podcast. Right. But I've done a lot of digging and a lot of reflecting, and like I'm a lot more sure of my sobriety and like my ability to stay sober.
Right.
Like there is no temptation for me to drink anymore. There's a lot of temptation for me to avoid and to like those same things are still there for me, like with my anxiety disorder and whatnot.
Yeah.
But my mind doesn't like it doesn't go to alcohol anymore.
No,
it doesn't go to alcohol to escape. It goes to like an edible, or a walk with the dog, or music, or whatever. Or yesterday I pulled out my hair because I was so frustrated. Literally, oh my god! Well, I took a little nap, and then I woke from the nap. Like I took an hour fucking nap.
Yeah.
And I woke from it, and I had all this anxiety because I was like, oh my god, like it's Saturday. Like I thought you were gonna be home at 5.
Yeah.
So my plan was I was going to get you to stop at the pharmacy on the way home.
Yeah.
Because I thought they closed at 6. Then I realized it was a Saturday. And like I started to panic. I was like, oh no, I can't go without because I truly can't go without my pills for 2 or 3 days. Like, I literally started to have like these like weird, like feeling like these like brain shocks, I guess they call them. I know.
I've had them before.
Like I just started to get really irritable, really moody, like all of the things that you do when you're off of your mental health medication.
Yeah.
So I was panicking because they were closing at 3 and not reopening until Monday. And then on top of that, my phone, for the first time in the almost 2 years that I've had this phone. Sorry, I got a notification that I just had to read. It was just randomly started turning on and off. Like it turned off and I hadn't even realized. I thought it was just like frozen or something. It's like if I'm pushing the side button.
Yeah.
To like try to like turn it on. Wouldn't turn on. And then just out of nowhere, it was the Apple logo. And I stayed like that for like minutes. And I heard Christina get here to get me to take me up to the pharmacy. And I was like trying to reach out to you because I didn't have the debit card. And I was trying to add it to my Apple Wallet with a text message from you. And the perfect storm of just like stress. And the dog was at my feet, like, because he could sense my stress. And he was like, girl, are you going to hit me? And it's like, bitch, what? Like, I would never hit you. And like, that's just how he looks at you.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, girl, like, get out of here.
Oh my.
I don't like. I see these TikToks, and it's like another awkward night with my dog that I've had for 5 years, and I never have awkward nights with him. But he will look at you like, "Are you gonna like have a mental breakdown right now?" Like, I'm really scared, and it's like, "Bitch, like you don't need to be on my feet right now. Like, go away."
Yeah.
Like,
but
man. I just find that like just so interesting, like about animals, like
they feed off your energy.
They feed off of it, but like they'll like look at you like they're terrified of your like tears or whatever you're having in the moment. It's like, well, you don't need to be right here if you're scared.
Or they know like when they want something and you won't give it to them to give you the.
Well, Murphy doesn't have that issue. That's why he's a big boy.
Yeah,
Murphy has always gotten whatever the hell he wants, and like to a certain extent.
Like earlier, Andrew, I took him out to pee, and Andrew told me to give him a scoop of
just
food.
One.
And I was like, does he need it though? Like,
when you're in the shower, I gave him that scoop.
I know you did.
And I know you did. I said, don't you tell mommy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the feeding guide, which
Andrew will be like, oh, he needs to lose 20 pounds. I'll be like, then stop giving him.
He doesn't need to lose 20 pounds. I need to lose 20 pounds. He's going to lose some weight while I do that.
So
And he's looking at the food, like, because we're switching his food because the other stuff was $170 a bag, and it was just not sustainable for price. Like, everything's too expensive right now.
Yeah.
And like Murphy deserves the best of the best, but like that stuff is just, it felt unnecessary. $170. Like, there's got to be. Anyways, they sold us. We asked for something comparable. They gave it to us, but it's like some sort of weight loss food. So we're gonna be looking into like mixing it in with like something else and transitioning him again, unfortunately. But
yeah, I think I forget what she said. I think she told me that it and the other one were essentially the same.
They are, but like this one's, I guess it's probably good for him anyways. Whatever.
I don't think it's bothering him anymore.
I hope not. I mean, it's transition does usually upset their tummy a little bit, but that's whatever.
Well, I haven't seen it to the point. Like, I know what you mean.
His belly hasn't really been bad.
It hasn't.
The farts a couple.
So I feel like
what I'm trying to say
on there might help lose his weight.
Maybe. Yeah. He's been a lot more active recently. Like, he wants to play with sticks and everything else, like throw the sticks.
And I know he has some weight.
Murph, your supper's not coming.
But he's also
bring me that.
He's a solid.
I need to take a drink. I need to take a drink and throw the
ball. So do I.
Okay, my yo, I was gonna say, like, I thought, I'm so glad that like I didn't say what I was.
What you were gonna say?
I was gonna say my whistle is wetted, because people are saying like, wet your whistle, like when you take a drink or whatever. But like,
oh yeah,
it's just the weirdest fucking thing ever. I don't know why.
Yeah, I got it, but oh well.
Yeah.
Anyways, your whistle is wet.
It is. I took a drink.
Yeah.
I was really thirsty. I want to take a drink like a couple of minutes in, but we got to chatting.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that we did take a second to take a drink, because we got to turn up the music in the background for a moment.
Yeah.
And Jade was playing. Mm-hmm. And while it wasn't even on the notes for today to mention Jade.
Right.
So I'm glad that played, because while we were away, she announced her debut album, her debut solo album. It's called That's Showbiz Baby. And it comes out in September.
Right.
And I'm really excited for her. Can't wait. Every single track that she's put out in this era, her debut solo era, because she's from Little Mix.
Yeah.
Little Mix girls are, they're well established, like they've been in the industry, but as a solo artist, this is her first record, and every song she's put out solo has been just so consistently good.
Yeah.
She is like, she's here to stay. And out of all three, well, there's 4 Little Mix girls.
Yeah.
But we won't mention Jessie Nelson right now.
Right.
Well, I just did. We won't mention her again. We'll try not to, at least.
Right.
The other 3 girls, when they went on a hiatus, because they're just on a hiatus, they say they're gonna eventually come back in some capacity. That's the goal, or what they think they're going to do.
Right.
At some point. Out of the 3 of them, it seems Jade is the one that's having the most success with her solo stuff, because like, it's just the other 2 are like really like still like just not quite sure of themselves, it seems. And Jade is really sure of herself as an artist, and like that's what she's projecting to me.
Yeah.
And she it's really paying off for her, I think. And I think this is gonna be really good for her. I'd really love for her to come and tour and do some dates here in Canada. Because we go see her.
Yeah.
We'd go see her right away. It'd be a dance fucking party.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, babe?
What was I gonna say? I don't know.
Oh, it looked like you were trying to enter.
Oh, sorry. My face, maybe. Kind of like when people say, "Oh, it's my bitch face." Like, obviously it wasn't a bitch face. I don't think it was, but yeah.
Yep. Shit, what was I about to say?
And now Andrew's lost his train of thought.
Jade. Oh, well, I'm just happy that she's getting this like kind of like recognition, because like I've been a Little Mix fan for like a decade,
right?
Maybe even more. Like, who knows? Like, how long has Little Mix been? Like 2015, I think.
Right.
Is when I started listening. 2015, 2016, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, but like it was more so 2019, 2020 when I really started to tune in, and of course they disbanded right after.
Yeah.
But I'm just happy because like they never really made us like they didn't really make a they have fans here. Little Mix has fans here, but they're not as big in North America as they are in the UK, where they're like from.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy to see people like getting to know the Little Mix girls, even if it's not as Little Mix, like they're getting to know them individually, and I think that'll eventually lead them to Little Mix's discography. And they better be prepared, because it's great.
I know.
Like I fucking love Little Mix.
Yeah.
Last night, Netflix had like their
I did not know what that was.
Well, it's like where they showcase all of like their new and like their like new projects, I guess. It's called Tudum.
So like those people on the stage were like actors and actresses from
certain shows, I think.
Oh.
And we only watched for a few minutes and it was really boring. They were talking about the show One Piece, which I'm sure is
Yeah,
really
I
big.
just didn't understand like what they were like. But is this an award show or
it
like?
Wasn't. It wasn't. I learned that afterwards, like when I was looking at it today, because Lady Gaga was there. And she performed her song Zombie Boy off of her new record Mayhem. And she performed it because she's going to be starring alongside Jenna Ortega in the new season of Wednesday.
Oh, yes, that's right.
So she was there to, well, it was already announced that she was going to be last year. But I think just to kind of remind some bitches that she's in the new season. So exciting. Lady Gaga is like just,
she's doing it all.
Having such an incredible year.
Right.
Having the best year, especially after last year with like, I mean, like Die with a Smile was a great moment, but then like quickly after that, she had the Joker Folie à Deux, which was not liked, and
right.
I just think that kind of like just wasn't her. She moved on from that pretty quickly and came back better than ever in like such a short amount of time. Like it's insane. She's like, like let's just forget about this. Here's Abracadabra. And Abracadabra is that. Is that bitch. I'm actually looking for it right now so I can listen to it because. But yeah, like
Taylor Swift got her masters back.
Taylor Swift did get her masters back.
Yeah.
I actually was just about to mention the new Ava Max song, but let's talk about Taylor Swift first. Mm-hmm. Well, since you brought it up.
I mean, I think it's good. It's too bad that not that she can't afford it, but like that she had to purchase her own work back. But I get why she would want to, but like, yeah. So I don't know, like who. It was Scooter Braun that owned them, right, or his brand, or whatever.
I think
like
that.
So I wonder what I do wonder is what struck him to. So what'd you do? You knew she was gonna get big or something, so you stole her music from her or whatever, or
well, that's not okay. So
and then
he bought her music,
or bought her music from her. No, like knowing she was gonna be big, and then so you could make money off of it because it would be worth a lot more one day.
Probably it's a business.
Yeah, it's just that's dirty.
He bought Big Machine Records.
Yeah,
like their catalog.
Yeah,
but Taylor Swift was like their biggest and only
artist. Yeah, it's just kind of dirty.
Well, yeah, it is. And the way he went about it was like really cocky and dirty and manipulative. Yeah. Like, I own you and all this stuff. And it was disgusting.
Yeah.
But I was watching a Miley Cyrus interview yesterday and she put out a new record.
Yeah.
But yesterday, like during her interview, she mentioned like, I know that when I sign a record deal, like they're buying records from me and it's a business and I need to, like they're buying this from me. And like, she's like, eventually like I'll do it independently and like on my own terms, or whatever. But like, I know what I do when I sign a record deal. I thought, okay, like that's pretty refreshing to hear because like, it's always like, oh, like I don't own my shit and whatnot. And it's like, which is a fair thing, but also like you also signed that as an adult. You knew that you were,
it would be in the fine print. Yeah. You're right.
She knew. And it's just like, it's just a weird situation because the only reason why she wanted to buy it back when the record label decided to sell all of her shit and like kind of close up shop, but she wasn't given she wasn't provided with the opportunity. Like she shouldn't have been just given her stuff back for free. Like that's just not how businesses work.
Right.
I don't agree necessarily with that, but she should have been given the opportunity to buy it back instead of finding out after the fact that it was already in the process for Scooter Braun that was buying it.
Yeah.
From underneath her, right?
Yeah.
So that's where that kind of came into play.
Yeah.
And I mean, like what she did has really helped new artists kind of come in and negotiate new deals that maybe someday they will be able to own their masters for free.
I think too, as you might see change come where these labels are not allowed to include that into their contracts with them. Like, I'm sorry, they're singing and dancing. These I'm touring for years on.
Yeah, but the label's the one that's like footing the bill, right?
I know, like, but it's just I think there's a part of it that they're also a human being that are taking on the exhaustion and the physical part of touring and missing family things. Even that, I mean, that's part of it. Things, no matter how rich you are or famous you are, and But like just all that stuff, it's just like that you can't put a price tag on that. Well, the bill that the artist is footing for that, like which entails all that stuff, to me is a steeper bill than the stuff they're going to miss out on, and the pressure on their body and stuff is a bigger deal than the bill the record label is going to foot. Like I feel, because they're human being. Like, but so I don't know. I feel like on both sides things are going to have to change a bit, and I feel like that might be what will come of it, and definitely some of the past ways that labels have treated women too. I think that'll change too. But no, I get it. But yeah. But I guess I did see something though yesterday saying, and I think it came from it was a post about Taylor Swift, but I guess she's said that she still might re-record those last two albums.
Well, she re-recorded the entirety of her. See, like the whole goal was for her to own her own stuff to begin with. Like it's fine. Like
definitely.
that theoretically we're not getting Reputation or whatever.
Yeah.
Would love to get the vault tracks if those are.
Well, I wonder, and she could probably with vault tracks from Rep and Debut probably form a small album. Yeah. You know what I mean? So be interesting to see.
Well, she did re-record the entirety of the Debut album. She just didn't get to recording Reputation, which I'm sure is probably because it was such a deeply personal album. Like
I know. I'm pumped. I want to hear the vault tracks for Debut.
I haven't even listened to Debut in its entirety.
Oh, really? See, yeah. I go through spurts. I did listen to some of them recently. That's when I became a fan. Like I was a fan from day one. Like I just Debut still. I'm obsessed with it as much as I was then. Like it. I saw her tour with that album because she opened for Roscoe Flats on their world tour, and it was I don't know. So knowing now, this many years later, that and with the re-record she has done, that there were vault tracks like that never made the cut at the time, it makes me that much more excited. Yeah. Like because it was so long ago. Debut, that was the start of her career when she was not the headline of the tour, and it's like, hey, what are these vault tracks from that from her first album about? Like, yeah, I'm excited. Like I can't wait, and I hope we get them. We will.
Well, I'm pretty sure we'll get the entire Debut situation. Reputation Taylor's version is not going to happen.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, oh, that's kind of shitty. Because,
I think that's
I was so excited
gaining her reputation. Part of it is her getting her masters back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But after like 5 minutes of thinking about it, I was like, okay, like no, like this was the end goal. Like she gets her shit back. Like she doesn't need to do Reputation now.
Mm-hmm.
And she's probably saving herself a world of hurt, not revisiting and re-recording that whole entire album, because like that whole record was like she had just got out of that relationship with Joe pretty much. Like I don't know if she wants to re-record the whole entire thing. It just feels really painful.
Yeah.
I mean, now I can add Reputation to our vinyl collection.
I know, eh?
Because we've seen it so many times. I'm like, no, we'll wait for Taylor's version.
Yeah.
And I mean, Taylor's versions were fun, and they were special moments, honestly. So I mean,
they really were.
For what they were great.
Yeah.
I actually don't own any Taylor's versions records. I just own. We have Lover. Oh, we have Speak Now. Speak Now, Taylor's version.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have. Oh no! Sorry, no. We borrowed Speak Now from Amy.
Yeah.
That we need to return, but we own Fearless Taylor's version, and we got that for like $5 or $10 on Marketplace, and it's like such a steal.
Oh yeah,
one of my proudest moments when it comes to like Marketplace finds.
Yeah. No, I'm proud of her. What she's. We'll talk about.
No, for sure. Well, no, I was actually sorry, guys. I had pressed play to take a little sip of water, and Nick and I started chatting before I didn't realize I hadn't pressed record. Anyways, right before I pressed pause, we were just talking about like music, but let's just switch gears really quick.
Yeah.
One of the weeks while that we were away, I went to go see a concert with my sister.
Mm-hmm.
But while I went to go see that concert with my sister, you took Murphy and went to go visit your sister at her new house in Shediac.
Yeah.
So, like, how was that?
It was good. We hung out, and Murphy and Deja, they played hard. They played football and soccer with our nephews and Marco, and stood by the chicken coop. They have chickens now. I think, what'd she say? They have 7 or 8 of them. Deja, their dog's so cute. She like stands over by the coop and like watches them. Like she's like so infatuated with them. Murphy didn't really care about them.
How many chickens do they have?
I think 8.
Oh my god! I wish that we had like a yard.
Murphy didn't really care, about them, but he's like literally where he goes to get groomed and stays at doggy daycare for the day. It's kind of out in the country. It's Amber, our friend Amber. She has like 50 chickens in her yard. I'm probably exaggerating, but
no, she has like at least 20.
Yeah, like, and they just run all over the yard during the day, and then she has like 2 goats, and I don't know how many dogs of her own, and then she has
8 dogs.
Yeah, and then of her own.
Yep.
And then 2 kids and a husband. And I think
2 kids and a husband.
Well, I mean, a husband can be just one of the animals, really, sometimes. But
Murphy jumped.
And then God knows how many clients' dogs and or cats she has too. She loves it. So Murphy doesn't really care. He's used to being around goats and chickens and turkeys and that are just running around all the time, so they don't really bother him. So he didn't really care about them. But yeah, Andrew went to the Avril Lavigne concert with his sister, and
it was great.
Yeah, it was. He said it was great.
I have
He got some bitches kicked out.
No, I don't know if they got kicked out. They got kicked out of every section. Okay, we'll go to that in a second. But like Murphy just jumped up here with us, and I have like an adult cookie with the cannabis in it.
Oh yeah,
that's still in its package. And the first thing Murphy does is try to take it. Like, girl, no,
right?
Like, what the hell?
Oh,
but yeah, my sister and I went to go see Avril Lavigne and Fifi Dobson. In Moncton. So, first of all, Avril Lavigne has been like she was like my first like idol.
Yeah.
And I think that maybe that she was for a lot of people from my generation, honestly.
Oh yeah.
But like she literally was like my idol.
Mm-hmm.
And for the sake of like not sounding like super like sappy and like whatever, I won't say too much, like go too much into it. But like when I was younger, all I really just one sec. Murphy's about to start losing his shit, I think. No, he's not. He's on high alert though. Well, this is like usually the time where like we like feed him his supper and take him for his walk and stuff. So like he's just he has to hold out for like another half an hour. Like chill out, Murphy. You had a little lunch that you were supposed to have, apparently, according to mommy. Anyways, when I was younger, like I grew up in like, you know, before social media.
Yeah.
I didn't have any friends. Like I've always been like weird and like super emotional, and
I mean, same.
All of the well, we are married now, and I mean, I'm sure like we're probably, I don't know, we're a lot alike in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Anyways, when I was younger, like, you know, before social media, I didn't have any friends. Like you know, it was all I had was music. It sounded like, it felt like, and all I had was like a couple of CDs. Like I had the Fifi Dobson album, her first album. It was like I'm pretty sure it was just called Fifi Dobson. Like the blue cover with the yellow lettering. Bye Bye Boyfriend. Everything. All of those tracks. I had Avril Lavigne, Let Go, and then I went and purchased Under My Skin when I was in grade 5. We did like a lot of fundraising for like an end of the year like trip to Crystal Palace. And we had like money left over from the trip, and we had to distribute it between all of us, like $20 to all the students or whatever. And with that $20, I walked my ass to the Brookside Mall by myself, like probably 10 years old. Like times were so different.
Yeah.
And I purchased the CD, went back home, and all I remember is like it just becoming like so deeply ingrained into me. Like, like, I mean, I was only 10 years old. Like I didn't relate really to any of these lived experiences, but that
No.
didn't matter.
Yeah.
like through lived experiences, but like it didn't matter.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I mean, like, and it's just so crazy that like there were so many times like where I wanted so badly to go see her in concert. Like the best damn thing was even more like I even had like a stronger reaction and stronger attachment to that record than I did her first two, and that's like really saying something because like those were like my life. Like
Yeah.
Murphy's like sniffing his dog food right now. He's like, bitch, it's 5:30. It's
Yeah.
actually only 5:15, so like 15 minutes later.
Uh,
God, what a freaking turd, eh? It's crazy how like in routine they are.
yeah.
Anyways. What was I saying again? Just a little strange. Like the status isn't about her, it's about literally the girl that I'm not gonna say who it's about because we don't know who listens to this damn thing, and it's not about the drama, but it's not about freaking Amy. Like the hell. Anyway, so I don't know if that's like what she took from it or what, but who knows.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the concert was so great. My sister
right.
bought tickets for me and her to go to the concert. She bought tickets for us to go like months ago, but it was for my birthday, like a gift to me for my birthday. And she had bought a third ticket for her coworker.
Right.
Her coworker didn't show up to the concert, thank God.
Yeah.
And it actually ended up working out really well because like we didn't have anyone to give the ticket to.
Yeah.
And the seat beside us was empty.
Right.
Because the girl wasn't coming. But there
Yeah.
was a mother on the other side of that seat, and her daughter was a couple rows back, and they couldn't get two seats together.
Aww.
So she sat in that seat, and it was just like fate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just felt like, and it just feels like things work out like that. Like
yeah,
and
that's so nice.
Another example of that like happening at concerts is when I went to go see Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
We had an extra ticket because a friend of ours couldn't make it.
Yeah.
It was a Montreal last minute, like it wasn't a last minute thing, but like last minute this person wasn't able to come.
Yeah.
So we had an extra ticket. Wasn't the day of, it still hadn't sold, so we gave it away to someone that worked at the hotel that we were staying at.
Oh yeah.
And when we got to the concert, like we're up in the fucking nosebleeds, like so far up in section 301 or whatever that like I've never been in. It was so steep. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And it was so high up.
Yeah.
And we got upgraded. Like we were walking to the merch table and a security guard started talking to Janelle, and I thought it was a scam because I'd never been to a concert like that.
It was probably one of her managers.
Totally, probably. And they took us to like a private elevator and took us to like this like little section where there was like literally like nobody, but it was like right by the B stage where she was going to be humping the bed a couple of minutes later.
Yeah.
Or about a half an hour later or whatever. Yeah. And it was just like how things like happen for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if had we not given those tickets away or that ticket away, that opportunity may not have come back to us. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like the universe works like that way for me. Yeah. I don't know. That's just how I felt. Like the ticket didn't go to somebody because that little girl needed that, or she wasn't a little girl. She was like probably 15. Yeah. This young girl needed to be in that seat with her mom. Yeah. You know what I mean? It just felt like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish I could have that same perspective when shitty things happen.
I know, right?
But yeah, the concert was great. When Nick's talking about like, with like me getting people kicked out. So what happened was, there's in New Brunswick, people just like are a little bit different. Yeah. They like, I don't know if it's just like a New Brunswick thing or if it's just everywhere. But when alcohol is involved, like, my God, people are just idiots. Yeah. Well, people were obviously taking this opportunity to like get wasted. Yeah. And, like, that's fine. Do your thing. But like, my sister and I were at the end of a row. Yeah. And there was like a tiny little space beside me where I just had my bag and my drink. Yeah. And no seat there. Right. It was just like to go up to the stairs or whatever. Yeah. And like 2 songs into the Avril Lavigne set, like this random girl comes and stands in that spot just out of nowhere. Yeah. And just starts dancing there. Like pretty much on the stairwell. No, right beside my seat. Oh. Like right beside my seat where like I'm like have my drink and stuff. Like I was just standing there myself and sat down for a second. Oh. And she was like, I was like, okay, like that's weird. Like pissed me off. Like that was weird. And then next thing you know, there's another one there with her. And then, like her and like fucking there was like literally a couple minutes later, there was like fucking 5 or 6 of them, Nick, and they were all just yapping over each other, drink in hand, like gossiping, like so much like drama between all of them. And I went and I was like, can you guys like, do you not have your own seats? Like, can you go away? Yeah. And they ignored me. So I pushed through them and I went and got the usher. I was like, these chicks, like, look where they're standing. I was like, that's like my seat. And they're standing right over me drinking and hollering. I can't even hear anything. So he went and kicked their asses out. And this girl looked at me, she's like, oh, it was you. And I was like, bye, bitch. Yeah. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like,
I would have grabbed your drink and threw it in her face.
there was like 7 drinks, but like
I would have.
Like have a good time, but like why would you do that? Like
You dumb
don't be rude
bitch.
to it. Like don't ruin other people.
No.
Like another person's.
What goes into saying you don't know what people are going through, or if someone is one time had a problem and they're like who's someone who's sober who one time had a problem. Like, what if you were a person who
it was
the smell of alcohol triggered you?
Yeah, no, for sure. If anything, it just makes me feel sick.
Yeah, but so if
it was
because it works some people, it's like no.
Audacity.
Yeah,
the audacity, like this tiny little space beside my seat. Like,
yeah,
there's like 5 of you.
Do you want to act like that? Go to a pub.
It was so insane. I was like, this is like literally a concert, not a bar. And I can see the fire inside of you. You wish you were there to rip their hair.
Oh, I would have made a scene. You know, I would have.
Yeah, I know.
But if you want to act like that, go to a pub or a lounge and sit down, or like whatever. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Or a nightclub.
Literally.
But don't go to a fucking Avril Lavigne concert, any concert for that matter, and act like that.
No, I agree.
Like, no.
No, I
like, agree. I just don't have time for it. No. She's lucky. She's lucky I wasn't there, because Andrew did text me and was like, we still haven't gotten rid of that ticket. Now I wish I had gone, because I would have literally thrown
I don't know what the hell you would have done with my... See, like I said, everything happened for a reason.
Yeah, I know, because Nick would have dumped a drink on that girl's head.
Yep.
I would have.
It would have got us done. No, the thing is, it's just like, it really pulled me out of the concert for a second. It did. Like, it upset me because I was like, why are people just so
ignorant?
And not only to like
not even ignorant,
to not have to not have the awareness, like
just unaware. Yeah.
It was just so insane to me. I was like, oh my god, like I'm just so thankful. Like I don't do things like this that often, because like I feel like I have like a literal target that the universe has put on my back. I mentioned the universe a lot because like I don't necessarily have like a belief in like a Jesus or a God or whatever. But I do believe in like there's like something. Yeah. Like I've been exploring that recently. Yeah. A bit with just like myself. I don't know. Anyways, and I feel like the universe is like at some point, like a decade ago, put like a little target on my back. Like everywhere I go, like some weird shit happens to me, and like it's usually like an altercation of sorts. Like, you know, it's true, Nick. I will drive through the parking lot and someone will call me a fat fuck. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I'll have to throw a Polar Pop in their face, and that's actually happened. Man. And like, just like, and
you know what? That guy deserved it. He tried to run us off the road. Andrew,
it's a different Polar Pop. I'm talking about the Polar Pop to the face in the Walmart parking lot.
Oh yes, it was twice.
Called me a fat fuck when I was just driving by.
I know.
Like, girly.
And then some idiot tried to
kill us,
run us off the road, and
so I threw a Polar
calling Andrew a fat fuck. Meanwhile, he was fat.
Fuck.
And it's like, okay, idiot. And Andrew took my brand new Polar Pop. Anyone that knows me knows I love my soda. And took my brand new Polar Pop and thrown it out. Out the window, and it landed on his windshield and went everywhere.
And you were trying to make me not take it. You're like, no, like that's my brand new one.
I know. Oh my god. Like, but at the same time, he fucking deserved it.
He did deserve it, but like, I remember when we got away from him, you were like, why does everyone call you fat?
But that guy was fatter.
I wasn't fat. I wasn't fat at that.
No, and that guy was way larger.
Now they could call me a fat fuck, but like at that point, I was a lot slimmer. I know I couldn't, but a lot of people, everyone always did call me fat. Like at the same time, like there was like this girl that my cousin was dating that I was like arguing with, and she was calling me a fat prostitute.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my god. Like,
yeah, you're one to talk. She's one to talk.
Well, I mean, we're not going to rehash that, but like a lot of people were calling me fat during like a short period of time. Yeah.
Meanwhile, look at her; she's going to be a grandma at 30-something.
Well, whatever. Listen. Who cares? I'm just saying. Like the reason why you said to me, why does everyone seem to call you fat? Was very valid, because everyone seemed to have been calling me fat at this time.
But what's funny is a lot of people that do say that, or like in the altercations that have ensued in the past, that have said that to you, are fat themselves. It's like, what? Like, like what? It's like, okay, isn't that
It's actually, that's true.
Yeah.
But I'll call someone fat and I'm fat. So
yeah, idiot.
It's like one of those things like where it's like, takes one to know one.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, so besides the concert and you going to your sister,
right?
You were sick. I was really frustrated like with work recently, just like feeling like I was like stagnant and like needing to change.
Yeah.
I feel like I felt like that way a lot with work recently.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so like things change really quickly, and like I've been offered like a new-ish position, like where I'm going to be like training new hires as they come in, which is exciting. So it's like that should keep me busy.
Yeah.
Hopefully help with my frustrations for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
But let's switch back to music.
Yeah.
Just really quickly.
Right.
While we were away, Mo released her record Playgirl, which I really enjoy. My favorite song on the record is a track called Knife, which is playing here now.
Right.
Just such a catchy, such a good song. This has like the potential to be like a big hit if it were like marketed properly.
Yeah.
But I feel like she's just not at that point anymore with her. Like she just doesn't do it for that reason anymore, I don't think, because like it doesn't seem like she's pushing it the same way she used to. Like if you look at her numbers, for instance, like in her last records, like her last albums, like the songs from it, the singles that she put out would have like hundreds of millions of views.
Right.
This one here has been out for a couple of weeks and has only got 11,000.
Right.
Which is just that's a big significant drop.
Yeah.
Especially for someone that's kind of like built a name for themselves. So it just goes to show that like sometimes if you don't have like a really strong like presence and brand and name and stuff, and you take a year off or whatever, people can forget about you. And like that's where it's kind of important to like have like labels to back you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I guess. And
right.
It's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the right saying?
Yeah.
Right term.
Right.
So that was a good record. I like it. You guys should check it out. It's called Playgirl. That's out on all streaming platforms. You can also buy the physical copy on her website. And you can get a signed copy too. And it's not outrageously priced. She's very generous in that sense.
Right.
I thought it was really cool. Like her last cycle, like her last album. Her last cycle sounds kind of weird.
Yeah.
Her last album cycle. When she released Motordrome, 2022 or 2021 or something like that. She was crocheting because it was during the pandemic. She was crocheting hats,
right,
and selling them to her fans on her website as merch.
Yeah,
and I just thought that was so fucking sick and like such a personal thing.
She was bored.
Yeah, and like I just feel like it's so cool. Like I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And looking back, I wish I would have got one. Yeah, I know it is neat. I thought that was so dope. But I would love to get like a signed copy of her record if the opportunity presents itself.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I think I just first of all, like we don't have like a lot of disposable income. So when it does come to like purchase something, it's like I don't want to pay $50 for something, but then also spend $40 on the shipping for it.
Yeah,
like that's just it needs to be more readily available because like I just don't have that sort of disposable income.
No,
like, things are gonna have to become a little more affordable.
Yeah,
in the sense, like even like just like day-to-day things, groceries, utilities, and stuff need to be a little bit more affordable before I can go back to spending stuff on shipping or whatever.
I know, it's crazy. Yeah, I think we'll get there slowly but surely. Like I think our country has the right people in charge now, whether certain individuals in there across the country want to admit it or not. I think we'll get there. Nothing happens overnight. I mean, but yeah.
Wish it could.
If we were American, I think we would start to wonder if we were ever going to get there. No. But I feel that now.
I'm never joining into that narrative that like Canada could be a 51st state. Like I don't entertain that at all. It's the dumbest fucking shit I've ever.
It's ridiculous.
It's like, listen, we're an entire country, like literally an entire country. How could we be a state? So, anyways, I don't even.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't. I don't even pay attention to it.
And the fact he's so like senile that he still goes on about it on his Truth Social. But Canada, we offered for Canada to be a part of the Golden Dome and for free or something if they join as a 51st state, and they're considering. Meanwhile, no one's considering actually. Like it's like
I haven't heard talk about
your citizens are considering the fact that they would love to become a part of Canada. That's what's going on.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got from
I don't know. Affordability, disposable
and
income.
shipping. Yeah, I was just trying to think of like how did we get from
Yeah,
Mo to that?
but that's all we'll say about that.
That's all,
The future is bright.
That's kind of like literally like that's all there is to say about that.
I know. The future is bright.
So, like,
I'm not gonna feel like we got to put out that energy that there's a bright future, that there's going to be relief, instead of putting out there like essentially instead of bitching about it.
Yep.
You put that good energy, and you kind of touched on it in a different aspect.
Sorry, I zoned out because Miley Cyrus. Yeah. But what?
In a different aspect, you touched on the same thing at the concert there, like about the ticket your sister's coworker not showing, and that daughter got to come down there. Like, things happen for a reason,
for the most part.
Like I said, things happen.
Shitty things happen.
Right?
Like, what's the reason?
Right.
Like,
so that's what I mean in the sense that the positive energy that there's going to be a.
I said sorry to Amy for calling her.
Oh yeah, that there's going to be a bright future, because if we put that energy out there, it'll happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I didn't feel that way before our election, but I do now.
Yeah, we're not rehashing that bullshit.
But yeah,
fuck that shit. Fuck the election. Fuck it all.
Yeah, that was an interesting time.
I don't miss it. I don't miss that time.
It was weird. It was unlike any election we've ever had. Like the just the aftermath. It was weird. But
I don't know what you mean by aftermath. Nothing even.
Just like the toxicity that ensued all over social media, like
I didn't see
the morning
much.
after.
I actually didn't see much. Like, you were honestly one of the most toxic people I saw during that. You got real toxic.
Well, I did, but I'm just like not entertaining people that are brainwashed to that extreme that you cannot reason with them.
Yep.
Because reason with them in the sense that if you elect a certain person, it's extremely dangerous for our country and our national security, like, and that you can't convince them otherwise because they're that brainwashed. That proved it to me. The morning after, I was like, I'm done with them. You don't deserve to be a part of my life or to see my posts or nothing.
I honestly just don't know again. So,
but yeah,
there's some new music out this weekend that I made you listen to, and you're about to lead us into it. So Ava Max put out a song. What's that called, babe?
I can't remember what it's called because I never remember song names.
You're supposed to be taking notes.
But I know I liked it. I did.
It's called "Loving Myself."
And "Easy on Me" was the Miley one, right?
"Easy Lover." That was
"Easy
close
Lover."
enough.
Both artists I love. Like I've been to a lot of concerts, but I've never seen Miley in concert. I'd give anything to see her in concert, and same with Ava Max. Like I would
love to see Ava
They're
Max.
both artists that would have a good.
Ava Max played that Quebec festival last year.
They're both artists that live are gonna have good voices.
Well, I watched
what I mean?
Ava Max perform at some EDM festival yesterday on YouTube, and she was fantastic. Yeah, I fucking love her.
Because you know what I mean. There are some artists that live they're not the same. Like,
oh, for sure.
But they.
So Ava Max released the leads. What she's, or I guess is intended to be the lead single from her new album. The song is called "Loving Myself."
Yeah.
The new album is called "Don't Press Play." Super excited for just the whole. The song is great for one.
Yeah.
She said that. Okay, so just kind of backing it up a bit. There was a bit of confusion on my end, and I think everyone else's end too, because 2 or 3 months ago she released a song called "Lost Your Faith." And she didn't really promote it very much. Didn't seem like there was like an album coming with it or anything like that. And
right.
She kind of just disappeared.
Yeah.
And a few months before that, she had released a different song called "Spot a Fake."
Right.
Anyways, I guess these were both meant to be like startups for her new album, but she decided to scrap it and she has something completely different. Yeah. So that's what this is.
Right.
This is like the lead single. She's cut half of her hair off again. She's back to being Ava Max with the Max cut. I will say the Max cut always just like pissed me off. I was like, what the fuck is that? Yeah. But I mean, like, if it's what's going to set her apart from other artists, like if that's what, because being in, like, I think Chapel Roan talked a lot about this, like dyeing her hair red is like what has really helped set her apart from like other artists. I
Yeah.
think is like just makes her really recognizable.
Right.
And I think that's like what happened with Ava Max. It's like that cut, even though people questioned it, it made her really recognizable. It
Yeah.
was only her. It was very specific to her.
Right.
And it's unfortunate to say, like, I mean, she makes incredible music and stuff, but like, there's
Mhm.
just not much about her personality wise that she's
No.
willing to share with people.
Right.
At least that is setting her aside from other people,
Yeah.
other celebrities, other people, like other artists in her lane, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
So like the mask is kind of necessary, I think. Like she needs that visual aspect because I don't know, like she doesn't really have any like interviews like that have like really let people in on like the kind of person that she is. Like so,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like how like the biggest part of like being like a big part of being a like a Taylor Swift fan or a Lady Gaga fan is like the personal aspect. Like you're so connected to them, you feel so connected to them
Right. Yeah.
personally too, not just to their music.
Yeah.
Because they really like have like really in-depth interviews and like they talk to their fans a lot on stage in like really personal ways and
Right. Right.
things like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And yours.
Hmm?
Just one second. Sorry, I need a drink. So you had mentioned Easy Lover because
That's what it's called,
yeah,
right?
I
Yeah.
had got you to listen to Easy Lover. So
Yeah.
moving on from Ava Max, go listen to her new song "Loving Myself" is actually on. I need to take an allergy pill. I don't know if I did today because like I'm all congested all
Oh,
of a
really?
sudden. Yeah.
I made sure I took one because I think I
Um,
forgot to yesterday.
it's on her. It's on her. God, what am I saying? Anyway, sorry. The new Ava Max song is called "Loving Myself" and it's on our playlist, the Empty Thoughts podcast playlist
Yes. Yes.
on Apple Music, which is linked on Instagram in the bio.
Yeah.
We'll also link it in our story to be really kind.
Mhm.
But yeah, moving on from Ava Max, Lady Gaga. I'm so like stuffed up and congested right now that like it's hard for me to like keep my train of thought. Okay, Andrew, get it together. Okay, I'm good. Okay, so Miley Cyrus,
Yeah,
Miley Cyrus,
Easy Lover.
Easy Lover released a new record called Something Beautiful.
Right.
She's been teasing this and releasing songs and doing interviews and promotion leading up to this for a couple of months.
Yeah.
I didn't care for any of the songs that she put out before the record.
Right.
End of the World and stuff. So I was kind of like, it was the first time I've ever like been like, like I don't like just like not super excited for a Miley Cyrus era ever.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first time I've ever felt like that. But now that the record's out, like it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like everything from Easy Lover on is so good. Like Reborn, which is playing right now, is so good. Every Girl You've Ever Loved is like, I have a ranking actually. I have a ranking, guys. It's the first time in a while that I've had a ranking on here. Okay, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, the other. So I shared this thing to my story. Why so skibidi? Anyways, I added why so skibbity, like this like picture to my story, and I hope people don't think I'm like skibbity toilet. I only shared it because I saw it and I was like, what the hell is the Joker from when he sorry, it's not there. Sorry. And I just thought that like it was a little weird.
Right.
So I shared it. But anyway, so the album is Something Beautiful by Miley Cyrus. My official ranking and it's official, guys. You heard it here, it's official. My ranking of it is Every Girl You've Ever Loved, Walk of Fame, Reborn. You know what? It's actually changed up a little bit.
Okay.
So let's swap Reborn and Walk of Fame. So now it's Every Girl You've Ever Loved, Reborn, Walk of Fame, Easy Lover, More to Lose, Golden Burning Sun, Pretend You're God, Give Me Love, Something Beautiful, End of the World. Which is interesting because like usually, and you know what, actually, maybe not interesting because like I find that like her singles are usually like not my favorite track from the record anyway. It's like when Malibu came out, like that wasn't my favorite Miley Cyrus song, but then I ended up loving the rest of the record and how personal and beautiful her voice was. And Midnight Sun is not my favorite song from Plastic Hearts. Flowers, I didn't care for Flowers.
I love Flowers.
It's an okay song, but it's just not like my favorite song from that album at all. Like totally not.
Yeah.
So honestly, like now that like I'm saying this out loud and verbalizing it, like that's kind of like always the case with Miley Cyrus. So like it's really not surprising for me that End of the World and Something Beautiful, which are those two songs that came out before the album, and More to Lose, I guess, are down towards the bottom. But More to Lose ended up being is much higher on the list. It's right up there with Easy Lover.
Right.
And I would say that like Every Girl You've Ever Loved, Walk of Fame, Reborn, Easy Lover, More to Lose, those songs are all like contenders like number one.
Yeah.
Because like they're all just so fucking good.
Right.
And one thing about Miley Cyrus, like she can sing.
Yeah, I know. I love her.
She can sing.
Yeah.
She's not going to be touring, I don't think. And she talked about it a lot with like her interview with Zane Lowe.
Yeah.
I guess she has like some sort of something on her vocal cord.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to get it removed because it gives her like a rasp or a tone that she enjoys.
Yeah, it would take her voice, so the uniqueness of her voice away.
But she also can't use it too much because then she would need a surgery.
Yeah.
So, and she said, she's like, I don't write and sing easy songs. I sing songs that are hard to sing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I really respect that. I do. As much as I would love to see Miley Cyrus live, I completely respect that. And I completely understand. And as much as I want it, I'm never going to be like, okay, like Miley Cyrus.
Like she said, her career could be over. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, so it's.
Absolutely. And she's an artist.
Yeah.
She's an artist. Like, it's something that she needs to be doing to like, that's just who she is.
Yeah.
So I would hate to see that be taken away from her. So I get it. Like, you know what? You don't even do no live performances if you don't need to anymore.
No,
really. Like,
no,
we're good.
Exactly. I agree.
Which is unfortunate because like she does have the most incredible voice and
yeah.
And she does have like a very recognizable speaking voice too.
I think that's why she puts into her when she performs on award shows and stuff. She puts a lot into it. Like,
oh, she does.
Yeah,
she does
because she doesn't tour, so she is able to give it her all for those.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that she doesn't tour. She said that she had stage fright too, but she's done a lot of therapy. Like she had this really great interview that's like it was like Ask Me Anything. It was on YouTube. I watched it yesterday.
Yeah,
and she talks a lot about like how she did like this EDRM therapy, which is like post traumatic stress therapy, and like she says she doesn't have stage fright anymore. But like I mean, she's toured before. She did the Bangers tour.
Yeah,
she toured as Hannah Montana and stuff before that.
Yeah.
She did the Dead Pets tour. She's done like festivals and stuff. So it's not that she doesn't tour. It's just she can't tour, I guess, in the way that we would expect her to.
Right.
Not knowing the information that we have now.
Yeah. I know.
I'm just happy to have a new Miley Cyrus record.
Yeah.
I love her. It's beautiful. She says that the new record that she's having, or the next record she puts out, not the new record, the next record.
Right.
She puts out is going to be like much more experimental.
Oh, yeah.
And Miley Cyrus can get very experimental. We know that.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see where she goes after this.
I know, because she can do anything.
Yeah, but before her new record, or next record, whenever the hell that comes, keep on saying whatever.
Right.
She has a not a concert movie, like a visual album.
Yeah.
To this record, but it's going to be in theaters for one night, June 12th.
That'll be good. Yeah. Definitely.
Give me love, give me love, give me love. This is the end of the record. Honestly, just beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I do love it. Yeah. Actually, like just now that we're like kind of nearing the end of this, like I want to make sure that we kind of like bring this little story in.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this isn't like revolutionary or groundbreaking, but like it was a little spooky, and this is the second time it's happened to Murphy in like the 5 years we've had.
Right. When was it? Last week?
It was the day that we were getting ready to take off. I was going to go to see Avril Lavigne, and you were going to see your sister or whatever.
Oh, yes. And I don't know what Andrew was doing, patting Murphy or something. And he felt something around his neck, and it was a tick. And, of course, we didn't have, like, those little plier things to, like, get it out so you didn't leave the head in there. Meanwhile, I've found out since that if the head does get stuck in, it'll come out on its own. But ideally you just want to get it out. But so anyway, my dad came over and he was able to get the tick out, and we suspect it was there a couple days. It was nasty.
I can't do bugs, and that tick was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
It was a little fat bastard.
Yeah.
I guess a friend of mine actually reached out and was like, "Are you going to bring that to the vet?" And I was like, "Well, no. I wanted to throw it in the garbage, so I took it out into the garbage. I put it in a baggie and I threw it out in the bin outside there."
Yeah.
But like, I guess
okay, and we've
can
treated
get it tested.
him.
Yeah, it's been treated.
Yeah.
But like, you do get them tested, and I was like, well, even if the tick did have Lyme disease, like, what's that going to do? Like for us, like, What do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
or I guess we could get Murphy tested for it.
Yeah.
We could ask the doctor too.
I mean, he would have, I'm sure, had some symptoms of something if it had some disease or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'd be exhibiting symptoms by now, I would imagine. So I'm not worried about it. But no, for sure. But yeah, they're gross. Nasty looking motherfuckers. I've never had one on me or in my skin, and I sure as hell don't want one.
No, my sister said that she did.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Which I thought was strange. Anyways, it's officially June 1st.
Yeah.
So that means that we're 5-ish days away from a new record from Addison Rae.
And 7 days away from my 35th birthday. And it's Pride Month, so happy Pride.
And 9 days away from my sister and her family moving up the street from us.
So lots happening this month.
Very excited. Yeah. Can't wait to have them closer. We're gonna help.
They're getting a pool.
Are they?
Yeah. The guy that they sold the Beetle to, the Volkswagen Beetle, had like a real above ground.
Wait, they sold the Beetle?
Yeah.
The car?
I'm pretty sure that's what she meant. Anyway, he has a 24-foot above ground pool, like a permanent one, not one of the ones you like blow up, or one of those blue ones you buy from Walmart. So they'll be leveling the backyard out, and that'll be put in for them, like a legit big pool. Like, so I told her, Andrew and I want to get like a projector and a screen and stuff, and I was telling Andrew's sister, I was like, we have to like watch like Jaws on floaties or whatever in the pool, or a horror movie or something like, and that we'll be over there like every day in the summer. She's excited, so am I. So are we. It's gonna be great. Yeah,
it will be great.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Yeah,
very excited.
And it sounds like it's gonna happen like right away. Like they're gonna get it leveled out. Because I mean, it's June. I mean, they're still gonna have a lot of the summer and fall.
Well, I'm sure they're leaving their hot tub behind.
Yeah, it was like with in the price or whatever.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be great.
I'm just so excited.
Yeah,
we're gonna go out on the 10th and fill our car and help them move one load, and it's gonna be so fun and excited. I can't wait.
I know.
Oh my god, I can't wait. And Murphy's gonna love hanging out in their backyard, pooping in their backyard. And
yeah,
leave it for my sister.
When we're in the pool.
I would never do that because she would never let us back over. She's like, never come back.
We'll just make Violet pick it up.
No, Murphy only poops in the woods anyways. So.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Lots happening.
A lot happening. We need to get to a movie. This weekend wasn't the right weekend, but
I want to go see this Miley thing. In the
me
theaters.
Too. Yeah, on the 12th. Yeah. Hopefully it plays here. I'll have to look inside here.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for tuning back in.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry that we were.
Thanks for your patience.
Yeah, exactly. Patience. Yeah. Totally. The cats are making out over there on the bed. That's so cute. Yeah. Be sure to make sure that you're subscribed wherever you're listening.
Yeah.
Follow us on social media. We're on Empty Thoughts. We're on Instagram at empty.thoughtspod.
Yeah.
We're on Apple Music, the Empty Thoughts podcast.
Yeah.
We do have a Spotify playlist. It's just the Empty Thoughts podcast.
Yeah.
The same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nick's on
Blue Sky.
What's your thing? Just pull it up real quick. Well, he's pulling that up. So next on Blue Sky, you can also subscribe to us. We're on YouTube now. Most of our stuff gets uploaded on there.
Oh, right. Blue Sky, you know what? The link to my Blue Sky
you can give
is on our thing.
It is long, but just give it.
Because it's almost like you have to put it into your web browser or into the search. So it's like at Speak My Truth 90.
Just give the whole thing, please.
.bsky.social and
Speak My Truth 1990, and there you guys have it.
No, Speak My Truth 90. 90. Yeah. Yeah. So hit us
do you
up.
speak your truth on there though?
I usually do.
Are you on Truth Social?
No.
Do you have the
Or I have it, but I don't post on it because it's owned by Donald Trump, but I have it to see his psychotic rants.
Will you okay, well, you can follow Nick on Truth Social.
I'm not even. No, don't even entertain that bullshit.
You're on there though.
Yeah, but I don't say anything or engage with anyone on it.
You still be followed.
It's just so that I can see his psychopathic.
Oh my god, I laugh.
Rants he goes on. So
okay,
yeah.
So follow Nick on True Social. It's just Nick Moran, or if it's not Nick Moran, it's Speak My Truth 90 or 1990. Yeah, we're gonna take Murphy out for his bathrooms.
Yeah.
Have a little supper.
Yeah.
Get ready for the work week.
Right.
Watch some film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, take us out.
Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.
See you next Sunday, guys.
Bye.